Make 'em lose control.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling?
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers have become a gritty team. Darius Garland says, we're some dogs. You're not going to just come to Cleveland and roll over us anymore. We're going to show some fight, some grit, some competitiveness, and that's what we're trying to do every night. We're here. Kevin, back to you.
I like what Cleveland's doing. All right, David, thank you so much. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. McCollum is out there with Ingram. And it's Murphy in at the 3, the small forward. And for Cleveland, the defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
Now, here's Mitchell, and it's Allen with the jam.
And Jared Allen, one of the best rim runners we have in the league. What a dunk.
McCollum with the ball. To the middle, here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. The Cavaliers with a new 14. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Pelicans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw, no good.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
With the All-Star game approaching, Brent, there are plenty of deserving players, but as we know, there are only 12 coveted spots for each roster.
And Kevin, get ready for all the snub talk every year. It comes along like rain in spring. But if you could see the league expand the rosters, maybe to 13, maybe even 15 players, maybe some of that would go away. Not all of it, but maybe some.
Here's McCollum following the score by Cleveland. Murphy, a screen on Garland. McCollum passes to Murphy, and the rejection by Iguodala.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
Just 4 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And again, New Orleans has no luck. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Outside Garland. Mobley misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Iguodala with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Now here's McCollum. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Detroit. He takes it in. Banked in off the glass.
Well, this is where that sweet handle of McCollum's comes into play. When he goes on the dribble drive, very few defenders can get in good position to slow him down.
Iguodala against Murphy. Allen with the screen for Iguodala. Down low. And stolen by Williamson. And Murphy kicks to Ingram. It's good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Brandon Ingram's advantage when he's down low like that still comes through in his length.
Here's Mitchell. The shot comes out, and New Orleans will come the other way. Ingram with it. Now defended by Mitchell. It's Ingram on the wing. 17 points for him last game against Detroit. Valanciunas inside. He's against Allen. Williamson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Mitchell. Drives to the hoop. Pelicans pull it in.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
McCollum dishes to Williamson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Ingram against Mitchell. Shoots over Ingram. Cleveland gets it back. Count that one from Mobley. Mobley's got 6 points.
The hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
McCollum passes to Murphy. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Garland. Here he goes. And it's Garland slamming it down.
Man, Garland like a small jet, room to take off, and he's flying.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Ingram outside. Out to the wing. Williamson in the post. Covered by Mobley. And Williamson gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the pass to Iguodala. Now here's Mobley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 2. Garland dishes to Mobley. Garland surveying the D. Lock at 6. Nice move. That one drops for him. Garland's got his second bucket.
Well, if he's not going to create for his team, who's left? You got to create for yourself. Garland with a nice bucket.
Ingram outside. Pass to Murphy. McCollum against Garland. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here's Garland picks one up. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it. And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Cleveland. And so McCollum nails both of them. You're right, GA, they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton, they nailed just about every one of their selections.
Now, here's Garland. He really had an off night against the Timberwolves, never really got into rhythm.
I always wonder about those bigger guys, how much easier a read is like that, and Allen finds the open guy set up to shoot it.
Here's McCollum. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Back to McCollum. Pass to Ingram. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. McCollum passes to Ingram. Here's Valanciunas. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, big guys like Valanciunas have spent a lot of time in this league understanding where the ball is going to come off of that rim on a miss. He was in great position that time.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him. And here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Ricky Rubio comes in for Garland.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Alvarado. Covered by Rubio. Jones, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Alvarado. No good with the triple. For Cleveland, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And it's Rubio penetrating. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You got to try and do a little bit better against Love. His focus that time remarkable. Even with the contact, he ends up scoring the basketball.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. I'm taking a look at the Pelicans. Lots of talent have come through that program over the years, and they're loaded now.
Yeah, they brought in some talent. They've done a good job in the draft and trying to find ways to hold on to these guys, along with having a healthy Zion. All that comes together, it's definitely going to help their chances to be more competitive.
It's LeVert on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. For New Orleans, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. To the left wing. Here's Alvarado. And it's sent back by Allen.
How about the length from the big guy? Enables him to guard just about anybody, anywhere.
Wound up there for Allen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Kevin Love.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now here's Graham. His last outing, he had 8 points. And they get it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Karis LeVert.
And Graham not settling, worked his way inside, got somebody to overcommit.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Here's LeVert. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Alvarado. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Hernan Gomez, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Osman, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Alvarado. Passes to Hayes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Hayes hits them both.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. And there's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see them get up like that.
Graham against Love. Here's Hayes. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
Graham kicks to Hayes. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Alvarado. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We'll take a look at the Cavaliers. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And I think for the Cavaliers, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Jones dishes to Hayes. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Alvarado. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 3-pointer, Graham. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers, getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Very difficult to imagine it'll be much different this season. These teams still appear to be very closely matched, each with talent to be competitive, but not necessarily elite.
Here's Alvarado. And the 3 off target. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Cavaliers lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Here's McCollum. Kevin Love out there with Mobley. Then it's Darius Garland. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Osman in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And that one drops. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram showing some toughness that time. That's a strong finish.
McCollum against Garland. Over McCollum. Garland, no good. The Pelicans trail. The feed now to McCollum. It's good. This game is all even. McCollum's got 6.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Zion Williamson's checked in for Herbert Jones. Love the pass to Garland. Lays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
And Garland, a finalist for Most Improved Player of the Year in 2022, took a huge leap forward with his play.
Now here's McCollum. Count that one. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Osman. He's guarded by Murphy. Osman kicks to Mobley. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. For Garland, he put in the work, and it all came together for him, G.A.
And his shooting reached a tipping point. Was given the keys as a playmaker, and this is a great situation for him. And boy, he's made the most of it.
The coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Now here's McCollum after the miss from Evan Mobley. Just 2 to shoot. And here's Ingram from the arc, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Garland, the pass to Iguodala. Mobley, right side. Count it. Mobley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Ingram finds Valanciunas. Williamson trying to free himself up. Can't connect from short range. Pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Mitchell. He's got a claim in the final place in the Eastern Conference starting lineup. He's 5th in fan voting.
And it's been a season to remember for him so far. And it'll only get better if he can hang on to that starting spot for All-Star Weekend.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. That one good for 2. And now a 6-point Cleveland lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Fires from the line, and it's Williamson with the rebound.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Now here's Williamson. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Detroit.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Now here's Mitchell. Ryan Williamson unable to get his last shot to go.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Pelicans trail by 8. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Williamson a screen on Mitchell. Williamson in the post. Mobley's there. And that one drops for him.
The defense is doing its job out there. They're trying to stay aggressive, but Zion just too much.
Garland dishes to Mitchell. From past the arc. Traps in the tray. Mitchell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ingram kicks to McCollum. Pass to Murphy. Ingram against Garland. And that one's good. Ingram's got 4 this quarter. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
And there it is for him. Cleveland leading by 5. Mitchell kicks to Love. Garland against McCollum. Here's Love. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Love's got 5 now.
They're using some of that size and strength inside to gain advantage with Kevin Love that time.
For the Cavaliers, Jared Allen's checked in for Love. Karis LeVert comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Garland. Pelicans trail by 7. Now here's Ingram. 10 points for him. Hernan Gomez with a screen on LeVert. Here's Ingram. Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Well, Willie Hernan Gomez does things the right way, this time executing in the screen and roll.
Rubio looking around. Takes it inside. Mobley. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist in this one.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Alvarado. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Hayes. Good D by Mobley.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Mobley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Iguodala for 3. Offensive rebound. And at last they get one to fall. 10 points for him.
And the coaching staff and this team, they count on Allen for those second chance opportunities, so he collects 2 more.
LeVert against Ingram. Hayes with the screen for Ingram. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Good high release that time from Andre Iguodala, easily getting the shot over the defense.
Out to the right wing. Here's Alvarado. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. It's Murphy outside. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Iguodala outside. Mobley, a screen on Ingram. Iguodala, the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, that's a good option there on the pick and roll. The athletic Andre Iguodala easily slicing up the defense with the pass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Ingram missing. The Cavaliers leading by 13. 3-on-3. LeVert kicks to Iguodala. No good on the three. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Inside, Iguodala with the steal. Rubio outside. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. And the Cavaliers lead by 16. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Ingram passes to Hernan Gomez. Out to the right wing. Murphy down low. He's covered by Iguodala. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. The Pelicans also changing it up. Herbert Jones comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ingram. Now here's LeVert. 12 points his last outing. Mobley sets the pick for LeVert. Another shot. A nice shot by Mobley. Mobley's got 19 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Graham, the pass to Alvarado. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Passes it to Rubio. Back to LeVert. Goes up with the stripe. The shot's good. LeVert's got 5 points so far.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
Graham against LeVert. Graham dishes to Jones. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Jones has got his first basket. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Now the pass to Osman. And here is Mobley, covered by Hayes. Count that one for Mobley.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Jones, Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Alvarado. Jones with the screen on Rubio. That will count. To beat the clock. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity,